Our lives are built on the promise of spring after winter, but imagine a world where that promise is broken, where spring never comes and ice reigns supreme across the globe. In its perpetual frost, a new kind of humanity would be forged. And let's find the answer to the question, what if? Our Earth in perpetual winter would become an icy canvas, transformed. A global climate shift would establish consistently low average temperatures, perpetually cold or freezing across most latitudes. Even the warmest periods would resemble a deep late autumn, with vast regions locked in sub-zero conditions. This permanent chill redefines normal. Vast ice sheets and glaciers would dominate, expanding far beyond current polar regions, reshaping coastlines and landmasses. Permafrost would extend to much lower latitudes, fundamentally altering soil composition and hydrological cycles. The hydrosphere and atmosphere would shift. Oceans would be colder, potentially with greater ice coverage, affecting currents and marine life. Less evaporation and different atmospheric circulation would lead to unique weather patterns, defined by cold winds and persistent snowfall, solidifying ice's absolute reign. In this frozen world, life wouldn't just persist, it would evolve into a marvel of cold, hardy biodiversity. Plant life would comprise highly specialized species, sprawling coniferous forests, taiga, resilient mosses, lichens, and dwarf shrubs, perfectly adapted for harsh frosts and fleeting growing seasons. Broadleaf and tropical rainforests would be non-existent. Animal populations would exhibit incredible adaptations for extreme cold, including thick fur or blubber, widespread hibernation, and specialized diets for efficient energy retention. Mammals and birds would thrive. Ectothermic reptiles and amphibians would be scarce, unable to regulate body temperature. Specialized psychrophilic, cold-loving microorganisms would form unique microbial ecosystems, driving different rates of decomposition and nutrient cycling compared to warmer ecosystems. This new tapestry attests to life's profound resilience. In this perpetually frozen world, human existence hinges on ingenious adaptation. Settlements would be deep, insulated, or subterranean, often leveraging geothermal energy or naturally stable rock temperatures for warmth. Clothing would be revolutionary, multi-layered, and critical for survival, driving early breakthroughs in robust materials like advanced furs, specialized fabrics, and perhaps even rudimentary synthetics. Food acquisition would demand incredible resourcefulness. Traditional agriculture would be impossible. Instead, communities would rely on hunting cold-adapted animals, fishing through ice, and cultivating hardy root crops or fungi in sophisticated heated indoor environments. Think early greenhouses or extensive underground farms. Food preservation would be paramount and highly advanced. Crucially, energy generation and conservation would be the ultimate challenge, fueling constant innovation in efficient combustion, geothermal tapping, and potentially pioneering other unconventional heating technologies like early nuclear power. In a world shaped by endless winter, human societies would be profoundly forged in frost, deeply impacting culture and community. The sheer necessity of survival would foster exceptional communalism and cooperation. Individual endeavors would likely be overshadowed by collective well-being, leading to highly integrated social structures where shared resources and mutual aid are paramount. Culturally, narratives would deeply reflect the omnipresent struggle, with mythologies revolving around the quest for warmth, the resilience against harsh elements, and a profound reverence for any source of light or heat. Art would beautifully incorporate natural ice formations, carved stone, and animal materials, celebrating endurance, ingenious adaptation, and the rare moments of relative mildness. This constant, unyielding environmental pressure would dramatically accelerate human innovation, particularly in technological and scientific fields directly related to warmth, shelter design, resource extraction from frozen lands, and creative food production methods, thus shaping distinctly different priorities and breakthroughs compared to our own history. In this perpetual winter world, the global stage would transform dramatically. Warmth-generating fuels, highly specialized insulation materials, and dense protein sources would become the most invaluable commodities. Regions boasting geothermal activity or unique cold weather resources like vast herds or rare minerals would naturally ascend as centers of immense power. Long-distance trade routes would present immense challenges, demanding constant innovation in ice-breaking vessels, meticulously maintained frozen passages, and specialized cold-resistant vehicles. This would foster more localized economies or highly specialized critical trade networks. Exploration itself would be a perilous, almost sacred endeavor, driven by the desperate search for new habitable zones, untapped geothermal vents, or crucial resources. These epic journeys would not only push technological boundaries, but also forge a societal culture deeply rooted in extreme extreme resilience, courage, and meticulous planning for survival. A perpetually cold Earth would forge uniquely resilient life and profoundly innovative cooperative humanity. This reality begs the question, in your opinion, what if Earth only had cold seasons? Share your thoughts in the comments.